Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Olga. If you are already a subscriber, welcome back. In today's video, I have for you a makeup tutorial. Is the look that I'm wearing right now. It's really subtle, nothing too dramatic. I was using some products that I received during this month in my makeup in my beauty subscription boxes. So yeah, so this is the products that I'll be receiving and I'm gonna be trying out. I had the Kenya Ontiveros Set and Define Kit. I also had the Ace Beauty blush palette, and I'm also gonna try the Morphe MUA Glam palette. Yeah, so if you wanna see my thoughts and how I create this look using this product, just stay there and keep on watching. In my makeup, so I already have my face prime. I already got my moisturizer and everything, so I'm going to start by priming my face with the NYX water, Bear With Me Prime Set and Refresh. I really like this primer. I really like to put primer, water spray before my makeup, because I feel like whenever you put your foundation, it will glide really smoothly and it will look really flawless into your skin. Then I'm gonna go and with my Cover FX blurring primer, I'm just going to put this where I have, like in my T-zone, where I have a lot of pores. I'm gonna put it right here. Okay, now that we have our face prime, I'm going to be working into my skin, and I'm gonna be using this sponge. I'm not sure where I got this sponge, but I'm just gonna use it. I'm gonna be using the It Cosmetics by Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer. It's a SPF 15 and I use it in the shade medium. Right now this is a little bit light for me, but we're just gonna work it with this. So this is how the foundation looks like. As you can see, it's a little bit light, but we're gonna make it work with the bronzing skin. And it has really good coverage. And one pump is all I need. I don't like to put a lot of foundation. Usually with one pump I'm good. Like I don't have a lot of imperfections to cover. I just have redness from my veins, and I'm gonna drag it all the way down to my neck. I'm gonna be using two concealers, and I'm using the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade 18. This is a little too dark for me, but the next shade is way too white for me, so I don't know. So I'd rather use this one, and then I just gonna mix it with the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear concealer, and I use this one in the shade 360 Cashmere. So I'm just going to put a little bit of this right here, and on top I'm going to put a little bit of the L'Oreal one. So those two together makes my perfect shade for my under eyes. So I'm going to be blending this out. And I'm gonna go ahead and put some in my lid so I can prime for my eyeshadow. I'm gonna set it, and to set it I'm just gonna use my regular powder that I always use. This is a Dermablend loose setting powder in the shade Translucent. It's just a white powder, and I'm just gonna put a little bit in my cap, and with a brush I'm going to set my concealer. Okay, now that we have this going on, I'm gonna be using this palette right here, and this is the Kenya Ontiveros Set and Define, and this is how the palette looks like. It's really pretty, really stunning. and I've been really liking this palette a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the mattifying powder and set a little bit here in my cheeks, so the powders that we're gonna put on top glides smoothly and we don't have no patchiness or nothing, because the foundation is a little bit dewy. Okay, so now for bronzer, I'm gonna be using these two colors together. So I'm gonna be using this this brush from $1 Billion Brushes is the brand, and this is the contour brush. So I like to get this the bronzer shade and the contour shade that for me is really warm tone bronzer. Okay, now that we have this, I'm going to move on with with blush. And for blush, I'm gonna be using this one from Ace Beauty, and this is the Blushing in Paradise, and this is how it looks like. It's really pretty. And so I'm gonna be using the first shade right here, something subtle, not too dramatic. And by the way, I'm using the brush, the Luxie 516 Dual Fiber Powder. This. Okay, and now for highlighter, I'm going to be using the highlighters from the Mani palette. But before that, I'm gonna go ahead and move on with the eyes, and then at the end I'm gonna go back with the highlighter. So I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows because I feel like it doesn't look good. Go ahead and fill out my brows next, and I'm using the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in the shade Neutral Brown. I really like this brow, and I highly recommend it. It's really nice. Okay, that's it. And later I'm gonna be setting my brows. So I'm gonna start using the Morphe and Mani MUA palette. This palette came out like a year ago, I'm not sure. But when this palette came out, I heard a lot of mixed reviews about the palette, so that's where I kind of like, I wasn't intrigued on buying this palette, so that's why I didn't. But now that I got this in my BoxyCharm, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use this. So I'm gonna start with the shade Sophie, this shade right here, and I'm gonna be working this into my crease as my transition shade. I really like Morphe brushes. They're really good for the price. So far I've been using those brushes for already like a lot of years, and I don't have any issues. Okay, this shade is kind of like my skin tone, a little bit deeper, so it doesn't show up too much into my lid. Like, it gives you definition, but not too much. So far the palette doesn't have any kickback, so any fallout, so that's good. Moving to the shade Saja is this brown shade right here, and I'm just gonna dip it a little bit out, and the other color didn't give me a lot of deepness, that's how you say it. So far the colors blends out really nice. It's really smooth and they're really blendable. I don't have any patches, so far so good. I'm gonna move on with this color Spellbound right here, and I'm going to be putting this in the outer corner just to dip this a little bit. Just to give some definition right here in the inner corner. Like this, nothing too much. And then for my lid shade, I kind of want to do something this color right here. And I'm going to be working out that with my finger and see how that looks. It doesn't give me a lot of pigment, but you know, that's fine for this look. But I think that if you want to use a brush and to wet it with any setting spray that you have, this color will come out more pigment. But since I'm just doing a soft look, it's okay. Like it's nothing too bad. Like I like the color. So this is how the color looks. So I'm gonna get the brush that I was using before. I'm gonna get Spellbound and blend these colors together. Now for my bottom lash line, I'm gonna be using the same colors. I'm gonna be using Saya and Spellbound together. I'm just gonna smudge these two colors together. I like this palette a lot. It really impressed me. I really like it. So far the colors that I used, it was really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and do mascara. I'm gonna be using my Essence mascara. This stuff is really good. So I'm gonna be curling my lashes, put mascara, now I'm going to move on with lashes. For lashes, I'm gonna be using this one from Kiss, and this is just, it says natural effect, looks so natural, and this is in the style Shy. So this is how it looks like. I chose this one. Let's see how this one looks on me. So I'm gonna be put it on and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is how the lashes looks like. It looks really soft and not too dramatic, so it looks really natural how the package says. So again, I'm using the Kiss Shy in the style Shy, so it looks really good. So yeah, so I like it so far how it's turning out. So now I'm gonna move on with the palette, and I'm gonna be trying the highlighter shades. So I'm gonna get my highlighter brush. This is the Morphe M509. And I'm gonna be using both, so I'm gonna be mixing both shades and put it right here. Ooh, look how stunning this looks. Okay, Manny and Morphe are really impressed with the palette. So I don't know what people was tripping about this palette. This palette is really good. I really like it, and I'm glad that I got it. So yeah, so I'm gonna put a little bit in my inner corner. Let me get a little tiny pencil for that, and I'm gonna be using the shade Nova, the pink shade, and I'm just gonna put it right here. in the inner corner just for a little bit of pop right here, and a little bit in my brows. So yeah, so far so good. So now what we have left is lips. For lips, I've been using this combo. I really like this combo. This is the Alamar Birthday Suit lip combo. So I have the liner and the lip gloss. So I really like this. I really like Alamar Cosmetic in general. She comes out with everything that she comes out is really really good. So this is a nude color, but with that lip gloss it turns out everything. So yeah, so this is all my makeup look. So I'm just gonna go ahead and set it real quick, and I'm using the Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 setting spray. So this is my final look. So this is the final look. How do you think? So this is just was a chill makeup, like nothing too dramatic. I'm using a really natural lashes, so I really like everything that I tried out. The Mani palette, I'm really impressed, and yeah, so I'm really happy to have it in my life. And then the Ace Beauty blush palette, I really like it, and definitely this is my favorite contour palette that I tried recently. I really like everything. These bronze colors right here are really good, even though it says contour, but this has a warm undertone, so it's better for me for ice contour, and it's the one that I have right here. So yeah, I really like everything, and the lashes are stunning. It's right up my alley, so I really like everything. Hopefully you like this makeup tutorial, and thank you so much for stopping by and watching my videos. I really appreciate it. And yeah, so if you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so YouTube will notify every time I upload a new video, and hit the like button if you like this video, please. And yes, so that's all I have for you today. You have a great day, and I'll see you in my next video.